Might be a little bit rusty today, guys, but I think we're live already. And let's go. How is everybody doing today, Sunday? Sunday futures. We're gonna take a look at the prices or at the stocks or at the it's S&P at everything. We're gonna take a look at today. I'm gonna be a little bit rusty. I haven't done a stream in like a week, right, guys? I've been working a lot of hours, so I've been pretty active on X. So if you don't follow me on X, don't forget to go there later on after the live stream. Follow me on X so you can see everything that I'm posting. Yeah, and nothing. We can stay in touch right there. You could comment in there. I'm definitely been answering. But man, I gotta show you guys the purchases that I made last week. And I know SCHD didn't win the weekly challenge, so I had to buy a little bit more than usual on a Friday because I need to make the goal of 500 shares. You know, let me know there in the chat, making sure that I am. You guys can hear me very well. And Eduardo was first, and I'm sorry, Eduardo. Vargas, I can't pop up your message like I usually do because I had the thing off on Google, so your message did not pop up, and I'm sorry about that, Eduardo's. But if you could put it again, if you could put first again, I'm gonna pop it up right here. But yeah, let me see the usual guys right here, man. Tim, hello everyone. Hope things are well for all. Yeah, Tim, you know, let's go. Man, let me know there in the comment section. Let me know there in the chat so we can go through it. What have you guys been buying as of lately in your portfolios? Did you guys take advantage of the recent dip? I know market has been recovering now once again, but there's still uncertainty. There's still uncertainty. The talks between Iran and the US dropped once again. So I don't know. I haven't even taken a look, and it should be open. Futures should be open, and I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen to our portfolios this week. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's gonna be red? Do you guys think we're gonna have another buying opportunity? And you guys know, every time there's red in the market, I see it as buying opportunity if the companies that I want to buy are low valuations. You know, it all depends. But yeah, all right, Eduardo first. Yes, Eduardo. Now I can definitely. I have it right here. I turned it on already for the chat to pop up on my streaming software, pretty much. But yeah, Eduardo was here first, so awesome. Sorry, sorry, I can't take a phone call right now. All right, so let me see right here in chat. M, what's going on, M? How was the travels? I know you were traveling. So how was traveling? You know, see everything is good. So nice. And you changed your picture. Nice picture, man. Sub kids from Anders, what's going on, Anders? 5 weeks, new diet, got off another of my diabetes. Let's go, Anders. Let's go, everyone. Let's support Anders right there. Anders has been working on his diet, you know, changing, doing better and better, and that is definitely awesome. Let's go, Anders. Man, I'm very proud, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, man. You know, let me see, 2.25 shares per week. That's your necessary purchases for SCHD. So I gotta show you, Tim. I don't know if you saw the post that I made. I know I made a post on YouTube Shorts. I know I'm also trying to do YouTube Shorts. I don't know. Let me know there in the comment section which one of you guys have seen it. I know a couple of you have commented already, but I was trying to do YouTube Shorts because I wasn't able to live stream and do the portfolio update this morning, do the DCA Friday episode on Friday. I couldn't do it, so I went ahead and I did some YouTube Shorts. I'm playing around with it as of right now. But yeah, Tim, let's calculate it once again. I'm gonna show you the purchase that I made this past week. All right, let me see. Tim, I am sure it is 7 per week. No. I'm with Tim. It's only 2. It's only 2.25. Hey, what's going on, Links? What's going on, Boogie? Let's go. Anders LMAO, I'm way too honest. Yeah, that's what I like about you guys. You guys are very honest, so that's good. Links, I haven't been adding anything. Oh wow. You know, what's the reason? Links, like the companies, I understand, sometimes the companies are not where you want to buy. Like for example, Google did not go as low as I wanted to. I wanted it like in the 260s, somewhere around there. It went down as low as 274, I think it was, somewhere around there. So I didn't buy any. I'm still pretty much like building up my cash position in the growth portfolio and see if Google will give me an opportunity later on, so I can then go ahead and build up that position even more. I got too small of a position on Google. Such a great company right there. But let me know there in the chat, why haven't you been adding anything? Are you working on a cash position? Are you just not finding anything attractive, All right, what's going on, KC? Good morning from Korea. Let's go. KC, think of it as a present, Tim. All right, haven't added in about 3 weeks. We'll drip main and O this Wednesday. Let's go. And I'm with you on that one because I also turned on the drip, thanks to Tim, of course. Tim was like there mentioning it to turn on the drip. And I already turned on the drip on Main Street Capital and O. And then Vici Properties. Vici Properties just paid a dividend. Which one of you guys got paid a dividend? Let me know there in the chat, and I'm going to show you what I did with it. Links, great job, Anders. Yeah, we got to support Anders. Anders is doing very well, man. Anders is doing very well. Tim, if he bought 7 shares per week, he'll crush the goal. In how long, Tim? Like, probably like 4 months, maybe I will crush it. If I bought 7 shares per week, I don't think I can. No, he would just reach it early. Yep. Lawrence, what's going on, Lawrence? What, Lawrence? And I know you are Vici shareholder. What did you drip the Vici dividend this past week? Did you drip it? And how many shares did you get if you did drip it? Let me know there in the chat, Lawrence, man. But that dividend, when I looked at it, I was like, whoa, man. That was a nice dividend from Vici Properties. Like, I've been buying Vici Properties, when was it? Like a couple months ago. I was buying and buying and buying. I was able to get to like 60 shares, somewhere around there. I'm going to show you my position. It's over 60 shares right now. And man, that dividend definitely dropped very good, man. I love dividend investing. Now, let me drink a little bit of coffee, my favorite cup that my kids gave me a couple years ago. I definitely need the coffee a little bit. But yeah, let me know there in the chat. We're going to take a look at futures in a minute. But X, what's good? What's going on, X? Stuck between wanting to bet on Bitcoin, FBTC, or rare earth. USAR. That's interesting. All I can tell you with Bitcoin, I don't know if you ever held Bitcoin before. If you didn't, it's the volatility, and the uncertain, like the volatility on it is just a little bit crazy, So if you do invest in Bitcoin, just don't expect it to go up from here. You know what I mean? It might take, some time for it to get back. I think it will get back for next year. I don't know about this year. This year, I'm seeing it as a buying opportunity, to be honest with you, especially for me. It is very risky, though, and this is not financial advice, but, always do your research. But I am thinking about, adding a little bit more Bitcoin myself. USAR, I don't know what that is, rare earth. I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, man, just do your research, see what is best, what you think is best, especially also think your time horizon, how long are you planning on holding? So all of that is very important. All right, KC, in February, my checkup, let me see, my checkup told me my resting blood sugar, RBS, was at 103. Apparently, diabetes starts at 126. Wow. That's good. 103 fasting. If so, should probably start to think about it. Okay, way to go, Anders. Yeah, let's go, Lawrence. Fasting equals resting. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I've been dripping Vici and get 2 shares a week. Got a nice dividend. Let's go, Lawrence. Let's go, man. No food for 12 hours before measurement. Planning on Cebu, Philippines. Um, with the GF in July. Have to start buying my airfare. Wow, nice, nice. Enjoy the trip, man. Enjoy the trip for sure. And yes, yes, you gotta start, planning your airfare because gas prices are still up. There's no deal yet in place to end the war. The Strait of Hormuz right now is still closed. Um, so there's still problems there with the war in Iran. So that means, the gas prices are going to stay high. By me, it was at $3.89 a gallon. And this is at Costco, which is usually cheaper. At Costco is usually cheaper. I went there earlier. I put gas. It was $3.89. So everywhere else, I think it's like $4.15, somewhere around there. So yeah, everywhere else is a little bit expensive. By me. I don't know about you guys, but let me know there in the chat how much it is by you and if it is affecting you a lot, especially especially me. I got a GMC, so I got an 8 cylinder. Once probably into next year, something like that. Or I'm gonna start working on saving up to buy me another car because I'm gonna have to either sell this one or when this one is done, which it has over 200,000 miles, I want to get me a car, something smaller. But yeah, let me see. Guys, don't forget there's 23 of you guys there to hit the like button. Very, very important. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for nothing, no super chat, no anything else. I just ask for the like button if you guys can. I will very, very much appreciate it. There's only 9 likes. Thank you guys very, very much. Anders, let's go. Yes. Yeah, man. Anders doing good, man. Prepay my Cambodia trip, but probably should have some money to spend there too. Oh, nice, nice. To be honest, I think I've been losing interest in traveling. Why? I love traveling, Casey. Honestly, I love traveling. That's why. And when was it? Was it last weekend? So last weekend I didn't have the live stream because I was in the Poconos. I was in the Kalahari resort with the kids. I don't know if you guys saw it on X. Anybody that follows me on X, but I was over there with them. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. Definitely was great. So yeah, man. I don't know. I love traveling. I really love traveling, Casey. Just let me know there. Why? Why is that? Well, I am doing research. Oh, nice. Eduardo Vargas, 3.89, 525 here, and I have a Hummer. What? You get how many miles per gallon? Like 10, I think. A Hummer gets. Wow. Yeah. I where I'm at is at 389 right now. $3.89. Wow, 525, Eduardo. Man, that's pretty expensive. Carlos, at my older years, I still stick to FXAIX and SCHD and still drip. Let's go easy mode. That's what it's called. Like S&P 500 and chill. Pretty much that's what they say. But that's easy mode right there. Nice, nice. Not much research. 2 solid, one solid ETF, 1 solid index fund, and that's pretty much it. Definitely great. That's where most of my money's at. Most of my money's in the S&P right now, which is in my retirement accounts, and then I have SCHD and SCHG. I love SCHG, so that is another one that I'm trying to build up very well. And right now it has been running up in share price. So yeah. What are you thinking about buying car wise? So what I'm thinking is I'm planning on maybe, and while I'm answering this, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Very important. But I'm thinking about getting a Honda. I'm gonna stick to my old ways, which was a Honda. I used to have my first car was an old Honda Accord that we bought for a couple $100. My father bought it for me, and then I just had to put money in it. But most likely a Honda Accord. That's what I want to get me. Something older though. I don't want to get anything in payments, to be honest with you. Even though I was looking, Tim, at the Teslas too. because the Tesla Model Y, which let me know there in the chat if any of you guys have it, the Tesla Model Y, and let me know what you like about it, benefits about it, so you can give me some ideas. But Tesla does have a deal right now with 0% interest, which it looks very, very tempting, and I have looked at it and I'm like, man, maybe I should do something like that. But as of right now, my plan is to get me like an old Honda Accord, something like that. 4-cylinder, of course. I'm not a racer, so I don't need a lot of horsepowers or anything like that. I just gotta go to work and come back. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Tim. What do you think? Let me know there in the chat. Fasting is a period of no eating. It's like muscle. Don't want to tear it. Start slow and decrease your eating window over time. I think 8 days is my longest fast. Wow. I prefer dry fast food, no water. Wow. Happy Sunday, everyone. What's going on, Red? SCHD update 617. Let's go. We're going to take a look at the weekly challenge update, SCHD spreadsheet too. We're going to do that for sure. I do have it open right here. And you know what? Now that you mention it, I already added the June dividend, which June of last year, SCHD paid 0.2602 cents. So we're going to take a look at this and update it later on. But I think I want to show you guys the purchases that I made this week real quick. And then we're going to go back to red. All right. Let me see. I know fasting is not eating, but I'm not sure what Anders was saying. Okay, got it. I don't feel like going through the process of planning a vacation, buying the airfare, and actually going. I say I've traveled a lot already. Okay, got it. Blood sugar is generally measured after about 12 hours of no food. Okay. Also, I've generally lost interest in doing lots of things. Wonder why, man? Wonder why. Hopefully, everything is okay. I guess you have those moments, where you don't feel like doing much. I think I had done it at one point in my life too, a few years past. And then now I've just been like very motivated doing a lot of things, but yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Should I be avoiding carbs and sugar? Of course, but I have a sweet tooth. Yeah, me too. That's my problem. My problem is my sweet tooth, man. I just love ice cream too much. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. That's my only downside, man. Ice cream. You are not in the danger zone yet. Okay. Eduardo, once you see those EV insurance prices, you will likely, oh man, I didn't know that. You see, that's why it's good to talk about it right here, see what other people are experiencing, because that is a very good point. That is a very good point. I didn't think about that. The insurance prices, the car insurance. I didn't think about that. Tim, no car payment, condo paid for. That's my favorite biggie line of all time. And I haven't had a car payment in 20 years. Let's go, Tim. Let's go. I think my first option is going to be a Honda Accord for sure. And then we'll go from there. And I must be used to sports cars insurance. The Eve was nothing. Jay, my SCHD update is 108 shares now. Yeah, let's go. All right, so hold on. Yeah, there's a couple of you guys. Let me go back to red to make sure that I don't miss it. He's SCHD update. So we can go ahead and update this. Then I want to show you the purchases that I made. And then we also want to take a look at the futures. Sunday futures. Which companies do you guys want to take a look at? In all of that, while I'm updating all of this, don't forget to hit the like button. 16 likes right now, man. You guys are crushing it right now. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's take a look at the SCHD community spreadsheet real quick, which we'll probably take a look at it later on too again, towards the later in the stream, if anybody else pops up in there. But as you can see right here in column G, I have the June dividend right here. June dividend, which it was from last year. The SCHD paid 0.2602 cents. So based on that, for example, Brainchild, who's have 198 shares, should get $51, somewhere around there. Hopefully SCHD will pay more than this. which is what I'm hoping for. That would definitely be great. But Red, let me see where you at, Red. Right here, you were at 605, now 617. Wow. Nice boosting shares, man. So that would be $160 in SCHD dividend. Wow. That is definitely great right there, man. Let me see. Let me see who else is in here. Lawrence with 108 shares. Let's go, Lawrence. Let's go. 108. So from 105 to 108, man, you jumped from 56 shares in January to now 108 shares. That's a very nice jump, Lawrence. That's a very nice jump. So it should be around $28 in the month of June, in the dividend from the month of June. So that would be nice. Let me see. BKC, 288 SCHD shares. Let me see. BKC right here, 288. So another 3 shares from January, pretty much. So the dividend, if SCHD pays the same dividend, should be around $74 that you should get. Let me see if there's anybody else. Anders, all the way right here in the bottom. SCHD, 984 shares. Let's go, Anders. Where are you right now? Man, Anders, you've been on the roll buying in SCHD. You've been on a roll right here. From 612 to now 984. Wow. That would be a little bit over $250. Nice. Let me see who else is in here before Anders. Jay Thomas. Let me see. I added 2 shares this past week. I'm on 198. Let's go, Jay Thomas. 198. Oh, wow. When are you getting the other 2 shares to get to 200 to break that goal? Let me know there in the comment section, though. Let me know there in one of the videos or on the YouTube shorts, when you hit the 200 shares. I want to know. Definitely, because that's a nice goal right there. That's going to be a nice, definitely a nice goal right there, Thomas. That'll be around $51. Nice. Let me see, Eduardo. SHD update, 51 shares. Let me see, Eduardo Vargas, 51. Wow. I bought 50 on Friday on the down 1% on the pullback. 1% drop. Wow, nice, man. 51 shares. Let's go, Eduardo. Should be around $13. Nice, man. And did you turn on the drip? That will be my next question. Did you turn on the drip? All right, let me see what else. There's a bunch of comments here. We're going to go back to those real quick, but let me see what other SCHD comments are here. Is Boogie 1071. Wow, hold on. I have you right up here somewhere. Wow, Boogie. I'm going to be honest with you, Boogie. Look at this. You went from 919 shares to now 1071. So that's over 100 shares, in a little bit. What is it? In just a few months. Nice, man. $278, almost $280. You're getting so close to $300, in a dividend. That is crazy. And are you guys keeping track of it the way I did? Let me know there in the chat. I think this is something very, very, very that I liked a lot that I did, which is this chart right here. And I will say you guys should do the same. You guys should build up a chart that shows the dividends that you guys get paid every quarter from SCHD. I think this chart is very motivating. I'm going to put it in one of my videos coming soon because I know that there are some people that don't watch the live stream, but they do watch the videos. So a chart like this, very easy to make. And you can keep track of it and just, it's definitely very motivating. Very, very motivating. All right, let me see what other SCHD comments before I go back to the comments, to the other comments. Let me see, SCHD. Let me see what other SCHD. Tim, let's go. 5.4 shares. Let's go. I bought more this week. Hold on, Tim. I have you right here. Okay, 5.4. I already had your 5. So, all right, cool, man. Cool. Nice. Watching this with others buying, I'm feeling pressure to buy more SCHD. No, but you're also building up some other positions, Casey. So yeah, don't feel pressure. You also want to build up. I think what were you building up? SPYI, GPIQ, I think, or QQQI, one of those, right? All right, let me see any other SCHD comments before we go take a look at futures. Should we take a look at futures next? After we go through the comments, I gotta go through the comments. SCHD from Sam, 851. 851. Wow, Sam. Let's go. 851. Hold on. Let me zoom this in a little bit more. But wow, man. Nice, nice. Let me see right here. Where were you, Sam? So 851. You were at 819 in January. 819 shares. So definitely getting closer to the goal, which is 900 shares. That's 94% of the way there. And I'm hoping Alex stopped by because Alex has been buying SCHD a lot. I'm hoping Alex is somewhere there, or maybe was not able to make it. What's going on, Brendan? Hey, bro, I'm at 243 SCHD now. Let's go, Brendan. Let's go. I was at Costco today, man. I was at Costco today. I was, I remember, you hold Costco, I remember that. Hold on. Where are you right now? Brendan, right here. Yep, 243 shares. All right. So you should be getting, let me see. Let me go back to Brendan. 243. You were at 210 in January. 210. So $63. Nice. Nice. And do you have the drip on? That's very, very important. All right, I think I don't see any more SCHD. So let me go back to the comments that I haven't read yet, and then we're gonna take a look at probably futures. We'll probably take a look at futures. I could probably pop up the screen right now, actually. Just refresh it right here so I can have it in the and look. Oh wow. Wow, futures are bright red. Futures are bright red. Over 1% the NASDAQ, over 1% the Dow, and over 1% the S&P. So it's going to be a red day tomorrow. Bitcoin is also red, 3.5%. We're going to take a look at those. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Maybe some buying opportunities. I wouldn't mind buying some more Amazon, Google. And there's... when I had a Hellcat, it's $60 the base model. Hold on. I had a Hellcat. $60. The base model 3 was 150. Wow, that's ridiculous. Wow, yeah, so that's definitely a big jump in insurance price. More than double, pretty much. Wow, Eduardo. Thank you for giving me that info, though. Self-driving cars, yeah, that's the other thing that I'm thinking. That in the future, anyways, we're gonna be most likely having a lot more electric cars than any gas cars. But I don't know. And few people need to do like me, 95% cut in carbs, no more soft drinks, almost no meat. Oh, no meat. Oh my, don't like that. Yeah, what do you eat? I'm going hardcore to get off all meds. Nice. Man, Accord is a great car. Yes, I'm a Civic guy myself, but I don't need a mid-size car. Okay, got it. I just like the Accords. I just like them a lot. I like the Civics too. I like both, honestly. Whatever one I find a better deal, to be honest with you, Tim. I'm not gonna be like, okay, if I found like a really good deal, a good car on a Civic, they're selling it to me at a very fair price, I'm most likely gonna jump on it. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna hold myself into not buying a good car if just because I want a Honda Accord. But yeah, I like both. I have both, Tim. My first one was a Honda Accord. Then my second car was in my 20s. It was a Honda Civic. It used to save a lot in gas, man. All this stuff I have not in the last 55 years. Wow. I don't trust doctors who say don't eat meat from eggs. The meat is not because of my diabetes. Okay. Gamer peeps. Started playing newest version of Path of Exile. How's the turn-based play? Okay, we gotta take a look at that later on. Let's have a gaming section real quick. This one is in turn based. All thought on the new one. What's going on, Sam? Right there. Jay building a solid community. Thank you. X. The only thing that I ask from you guys, just hit the like button. Very, very important. I just turned it on. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, the drip. You see, that's why we always hang out in here in the community. Everybody always has great ideas. I'm not sometimes, Tim, has a lot of experience, Anders, a lot of experience on tech too. So we have like a group right here that just knows a little bit about, many things, which it definitely helps out a lot, especially in the investing community right here. But it definitely does help out a lot to have many people around you, because honestly, Eduardo, like I probably tell everybody else, we would love to know everything, right? We would love to be able to speak all the languages in the world, to know about, I don't know, aerospace, tech, what else? Mechanic work, electrical, plumbing. We would love to know all that, but it's not possible. I don't think it's ever gonna be possible for one human being to know everything in the world, right? So when you have a solid community like the one that we have right here, Eduardo, that we have built up, with Tim, Anders. I know JL hasn't shown up in a while, but JL, Tom, Casey, M, Music, X has been in here for a while too. Man, many of you, Brandon, SMPR, look right here. Evening, I'm in Naples on vacation, just checking in. So yeah, SMPR, Thrill, Jeremy, that hasn't shown up in a little while, but Jeremy also helped building up this community right here. Man, like so many people that have helped build this community that, we all can just share ideas, and I think that's what I like a lot of it. That's what I like a lot about doing these live streams, because every and I think I gotta start changing the topic or the titles on the videos, because we pretty much come up with something, with some kind of topic in all that. But it definitely helps out understanding a lot of things that we have questions on. Not only on investing, there's mortgages. Some of the guys invest in REITs, in real estate. I mean, so yeah, lot of ideas. That's why I enjoy doing the live streams. All the time, because always something comes up. All right, let me see. Eduardo, why don't you turn on memberships? I never thought about it. I honestly never thought about it. So far, I like what I'm doing. Hold on, let me drink some coffee. So, I haven't done anything like that, just because I think the channel is going well, the way it's going. I have some solid subscribers that always show up. And I do have two jobs, Eduardo, so I don't have much time to do things like during the week, only sometimes. And yeah, I do work a lot though. So that's where I'm like, it's a little bit difficult for me to add anything else to the channel. So I don't wanna do anything like that for where you guys and I'm sure, I think the way memberships work is like you have to pay something on a monthly basis or something like that. I don't want to add anything like that. If I'm not gonna be committed to you guys, 100%, or at least 90, 80%, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that. I think like this is okay as of right now. Will it change in the future? There's a possibility, maybe. But as of right now, yeah, no, I haven't even looked into it, to be honest with you. And I did get a couple emails from YouTube to start a memberships thing, but I haven't really looked into it. I really haven't. You know, um, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't thought about it. I'll do some research to see how it is and all that, but yeah, I haven't thought about it yet. All right, let me see. Mine is going up because 100% of mortgage I no longer have. goes to my brokerage account. Yeah, nice. And there's, paying off that mortgage, man, definitely was a great move right there. And there's, I don't know. I think it was a great move, man. And you can see you already you're already enjoying the rewards of that. I'm playing PoE Mirage. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna have a gaming stream, gaming section real quick. Yes, QQQISPYI. I was planning to buy MLPI next. We gotta take a look at that one. I don't know which one is that, honestly. I saw your expo. Surprised your Costco is not busy on Sunday, so no. The one that I'm at, not that it's not busy, but compared to other ones that I've been, my Costco is not as busy. It does get a little busy. I would say I think it gets very busy between, I think on Sundays it's like between 12 and 2 something, like 3 o'clock. It gets a little bit busy, but it's not as busy as other Costco's, like where there's no space to walk around and all that. No, mine gets a little bit busy, but not as hectic as the other ones. Yeah, I go on Sundays pretty much. Casey, I go on Sundays in the morning. I tried to go today. I had to go get a haircut with my son. So we were able to go there and, get a haircut, came back, took a shower, and then we just went there. I had to go put gas, and gas was cheaper there. It was $3.89 compared to other places where it was like a $4.12 or $4.15, somewhere around there. $4.09 some other places too. $4.09, that's what I mean. So I had to go to put gas and to go get a few things. And of course, I ended up spending more just because, I grabbed a few more things in there. We do have a Costco here in Korea, but I'm not a member. I have friends buy stuff for me occasionally. Okay, nice, nice. I only trust Honda and Toyota for cars. Yes, me too. Me too. I love Honda and Toyotas. Tim, I'm with you on that one. 36 cars. Never own a Toyota or a Honda. 36 cars, Anders? I've only had, let me know there in the chat, how many cars have you guys had in your lifetime? But I only had 1, 2, 3. I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and that one lasted me a long time. But I always did the repairs myself. So it's 1, 2, 3 with the so I had a Honda Accord, Honda Civic, Jeep Grand Cherokee. Then after the Grand Cherokee, I bought the Honda Pilot. That one has been solid, man. That one has been solid. The Honda Pilot, and then we also had another Honda Civic, and the GMC. So far, I really like the Hondas, to be honest with you. I really, really like the Hondas. I gotta, yeah, the Hondas are my favorites so far. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Hondas, and the next one is gonna be my 5th. Most likely, I'm gonna get a Honda. Anders, you missed out on reliability, to say the least. Every Honda I ever owned was great on gas and never needed repairs out of the ordinary. Yep. If I own long-term, sure. Longest I owned was the Vet. 6 years and 80,000 miles. Wow, nice, nice. All my cars, Anders, I've had a couple cars that went over 200,000 miles. The first two Hondas, the Honda Civic and the Honda Accord, definitely did go over 200,000. No, the Jeep Grand Cherokee too. I had it go over 200,000 miles. When I traded it in for the Honda Pilot, and the Honda Pilot had 50,000 miles, somewhere around there, and the Grand Cherokee had 223, if I'm not mistaken, 223,000 miles. That one was good. Then the last Honda Civic that we had also hit over 200,000 miles, like 205, somewhere around there. And yeah, I think all my Hondas have hit over 200,000 miles. And this one is on the Honda Pilot is still very good shape so far. So I have no problems with it yet, except I gotta change the brakes though pretty soon on that one. SMPR, internet is spotty here. We'll talk to all next week when back. Sorry, guys. No worries. No need to apologize, man. Enjoy your vacation, man. And thank you for stopping by. And, I'm sure you did hit the like button, but 33 of you guys there, only 21 likes. don't forget to hit the like button. I think that is very important, and that's all I ask for. I don't ask for anything else. Later, SMPR. Yep. I buy Honda and drive them till the wheels fall off before I buy another Honda or Toyota. Yep. That's a very, very good, Tim. Very, very good. I have a spreadsheet of cars and motorcycles. No way, man. First time I hear about this, that somebody has a spreadsheet for cars and motorcycles. Memberships is to support the creator. Think of it as an appreciation to you. Don't have to make extra videos or streams. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't. You know what, Eduardo? I'm gonna be honest, and I didn't think about it that way. So thank you for mentioning that. But as of right now, yeah, as of right now, I think I'm okay. You know what I mean? I think I'm okay. I like, I like making my videos here like this and live streaming like this. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll think about it later on. But thank you. Maybe if the channel grows a lot to where it's just I don't know how it works, so I don't have an idea. I don't have yeah. I don't have an opinion, but thank you for bringing it up, Eduardo. Really appreciate it, man. And I really appreciate everyone's support. As long as you guys, help me with hitting the like button, I think that's all I ask for. Jay Thomas, I used to only buy Mazdas and I did have one Hyundai, but now I have a Ford. Okay. With Ford, I have not heard like good things about Ford. But yeah. Mazdas, I've heard a lot of good things though about Mazdas. All right, let me see. I own a 1960 Chevy Bel Air. Nice. 100 spoke wire wheels. 1994 Cadillac Fleetwood with wire wheels. Wow, nice. Those nice. You're talking like, old school cars for sure. But man, Cadillacs, one thing about Cadillacs, I love the way they feel when you're driving them, man. They feel so smooth, Cadillacs. I've driven a couple Cadillacs from some people. So yeah, so they do feel really good. Guys, hope you never had to re-spoke them. If I need one more car after lease is up and before moving, might be a Buick LeSabre. I don't know how to say that. For the 80s with the 3800. Nice. I think I've had 4 or 5 cars in the US, 12 years in Korea, and I haven't driven yet. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did mention that. Take good public transportation. Wow. All right. My sister lived in Toronto for 10 years and she never needed a car, just public transportation. Car pass. Yeah. Where I'm at, I can't have public transportation. I will be, it will be pretty bad. Yeah, I will have to walk to far places and all that. I don't know. It will be too much. Yeah, not lived anywhere since I left Norway that has good bus or rails. Yeah, not over here. How soon are you thinking about buying your new car? So, my GMC is still working very good. It is a 8-cylinder. So that is, that is what is making me change my mind pretty much. But maybe next year, maybe sometime next year, I'm thinking about getting another car unless something happens unpredictable. You know what I mean? Like transmission or engine or something like that, like unexpected. But as of right now, yeah, next year, Lawrence, hopefully, hopefully I'm able to save up some money on that. If I had a car here, I don't think I use much. Korea is the size of Indiana, and public trans is night and day here versus US. Yeah. Low riders. I drove a bunch. Eddie Guerrero wanted to drive my car to the ring way back in 1999. I said, what? Eddie Guerrero? Man, I used to watch wrestling, man. Oh my gosh, Eddie Guerrero, man. He was a beast. But yeah, let's take a quick look at futures. I think I want to take a look at futures real quick since I'm caught up in the chat. And we're gonna take a look at a couple stocks. Let me see, what time is it? No, it's 7:44. So it's not even we have a Model Y and love it. Excellent car. Yeah, I was thinking about it, Lawrence, because they have a good deal right now with 0% interest rate. So I was thinking about it, I really was, but let me see. I kind of don't. I'm kind of like with Tim on this one, where I don't want to get into car payments. But I think that one will be I think that one would be a good choice, honestly, if I did get into car payments. If I end up getting into car payments. When I was younger and much dumber. No, it's not dumber. It's like less would it be not wise, not less wise, but you know, we're just lacking experience. You know what I mean? That's all it is. We all lacking experience when we are younger. You know, Melissa, what's going on, Melissa? My husband was always making race cars out of Buick Regals and Oldsmobile cutlasses. Nice, nice. That's good. That's good. Especially, somebody that works on cars. I always liked the old cars, to be honest with you. I always did. I always did. I like the old style of cars. Even though the newer cars are nice too, but yeah. Nice from Anders. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool, Melissa. Your husband is pretty cool, to be honest with you. To be building up cars like that or making the cars like that. That's cool. Um, Definitely cool. If you're thinking about an electric vehicle next year, you may want to keep the Rivian R2 in mind. Yeah, we were taking a look at that in the last stream. Actually, I think I spoke about you, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, yeah. I was thinking a little bit more on the Tesla, but the Rivian is not a bad idea either. I do like the way it looks. Futures are gross. Let's take a look at futures. Come on, Em. Let's take a look at futures. Let's go into investing. Right back into investing topics. So S&P is down 1.2% right now, and it looks like it's gonna go down even more. It looks like it's gonna go down even more. In the past, let me see, in the past 5 days, it was up 1.8%. So wow, it's gonna be erasing the gains that it had in the past 5 days, pretty much, from the S&P. Let me see. In the last 6 months, it's up 2.7%. So yeah, wow, it's gonna be erasing some of those gains that I had. Let me see. The Dow Jones is also down 1.15% in the futures in the overnight hours. So yeah, that's gonna be also erasing whatever oh my gosh, upside we just had in the past couple of days. I lost my train of thought right there because we were talking about cars for a while. But yeah, down 1.15%. Then the Nasdaq, which is where I'm trying to look at a couple stocks in here. You see that is down 1.39% in the Sunday futures. So that is pretty bad, but that might give some more opportunities, even though the companies that are really having a bad or a pullback right now, the sector that is having a pullback right now is the SaaS sector, which is the software stocks. Stocks like, if I gotta open up the the map right now, but stocks like Adobe, Salesforce, Microsoft is still on a pullback, which I don't know why. I don't think Microsoft should be oversold the way it is. I honestly don't think so. I could be wrong. None of this is financial advice, but I really, like I posted on X, I don't think that Microsoft should be oversold the way it is. That's a solid company, solid fundamentals, strong balance sheet, like, and trading at a 21 forward PE. That's just crazy. And I also posted on X the PE ratio of in the last 5 years, the average for Microsoft is over 32. It's over a 32, and right now the PE ratio is like around a 25 or somewhere around there. Let me just open it up right here real quick in the PE ratio. But you can see that Microsoft is at a 27. It's at a 27 PE ratio, and the 5-year average PE ratio for Microsoft is at a 32, between a 32 and a 35. That's what I looked up online. But right now it's trading at a 21 forward PE. To me, this is still looking attractive. I'm not a Microsoft shareholder or an investor in Microsoft, but and I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. I definitely might be missing something, but I don't think it should be oversold that much. Meta, I was still buying. I bought a little bit more. I haven't bought anything like I was buying before, where I bought like full shares. I've been buying fractional shares, which I'm going to show you in a minute. but it's trading at a 20.8 forward PE. I think this is another one that even though it ran up in share price, it was in the 500s a couple of weeks ago. You can see that even in the 600, I still think it's a good purchase for myself. And I don't know if you guys are keeping an eye on it, but look at this. It's still trading on a 26 PE ratio, 20 forward PE. I don't know. I think it's still looking very, very attractive in that one, in Meta. But yeah, the NASDAQ is down. Let me see where gold is at. Gold is down 2.2%. Wow. As you can see right here also, I don't know if any of you guys are investors in gold, but it was down in the last month 8.5%. Another 2% on top of that in the last 6 months. You can see and I kind of I kind of knew gold was gonna sell off eventually. I cannot predict when, but it has had a pullback. You can see it right here. Now it's only up 17% in the last 6 months. So yeah, let's see what else. Let me see crude oil. Let me see commodities. Let me see. Yeah, so crude oil is back up $105. So it's up 9% in the after hours. Look at this. My gosh, after it had a pullback to the 90s. Look at this right now. It's back up over $105. Wow. So yeah, I'm not gonna see any gas prices going down anytime soon, to be honest with you. With crude oil continuing to go up. Let's see silver. Any of you guys invest in silver? Let me know there in the chat. But it is down 4%. Wow. Oh, 4% in the after hours. Is down. It has had a pullback of 13%. Wow, in the last month. In the last 6 months, it's still up 56%. Any of you guys sold right here when it was over $100? Any of you guys sold any of your silver? Did you have a good timing in there selling silver? And I don't think this is gonna stop. I think this is gonna continue to go down, to be honest with you, in silver. But yeah, those are some of the markets right there. So it looks like we might have some good opportunities tomorrow. The VIX, let me see Bitcoin. Let me take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at, yeah, Bitcoin. Look, once again, it hit the other day 73, almost $74,000. Bitcoin hit. Now it's back down to 70,000. So he lost all the gains already. So this is the only thing, X, that Bitcoin is very, very volatile, and if it goes back down into the 60s, I might add another share. I might add one more share of IBIT, to be honest with you, because I kind of want to build up the position a little bit more. Want to have a little bit more shares on Bitcoin. But yeah, let me know. You only a couple more minutes before we can take a look at single stocks and see what they are doing. Let's see if maybe I'm gonna take a look at Meta, Amazon, and Google for sure. Those are two that I definitely want to buy some more, and I'm gonna take a look at those two. Netflix is announcing earnings this week. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. We might need to review it, and I think it's on a Wednesday, so we might need to do that one or check that one out. I definitely understand the circumstance of needing public transportation, but it's just not safe. The murder case for the Ukraine girl isn't being taken seriously by these corrupt judges. Yeah, but I think, what happens, X? Like, yeah, I think, like, for example, in Korea, it might be, much different, right? In every country is much different. So it might be, compared to here. And even here in the US, certain cities are going to be more risky than others. You know what I mean? There are going to be certain cities that are, or certain towns, that have public transportation that are pretty safe, or that have a very low criminal rate, percentage. So I think it's just all depends on the place. We don't prosecute criminals in America anymore. I was hoping to go shopping this week, and yeah, let's go. So it looks like we might be having some nice opportunities this week. Let me know there in the chat, what you're planning on buying them. X, if I'm in the US, I agree with you. Safety is much different here. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought too. Uh, when I was 26, I bought a white Cadillac Fleetwood. I got a steal of a deal on a low mileage car. My GF was on the back of the flyer for a car show for the bikini competition. Nice. And my car was on the front. Nice, man. Nice, Tim. Let's go, Tim. Nice. Yep. Do you still have a copy of it? I lived a great life. That's awesome, Tim. That's awesome. Same, almost no regrets. I have the flyer for sure. Nice. All right, let me see. Oh, let's go. Last week I picked up Amazon, Google, GPIQ, Meta, QXO, and Zeta. I caught the gains, but about to give them right back. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. But don't, I think what is most important right now, and of course, this is not financial advice. You guys gotta do your own research and make your own decisions. But I think these are some good opportunities for long-term investors that just like the boring, you know, waiting for the gains to come, waiting for the company to grow, waiting for investors to realize that, hold on, why am I overselling this company, that has such a strong balance sheet? There's no, the sentiment shouldn't be what it is, or, what investors are thinking. And once investors make that mistake and they're like, hold on, let me buy it now, then the share price start running back up, start going to where the company should be at, in valuation or in share price, based on the valuations. And then that's when we then enjoy the gains. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you don't panic sell, just because of what is going on right now in the market, a solid company, as long as you don't panic sell a strong company over what is going on, I think you're good. I think you're good, and that's what is very, very important. Patience and emotions. Emotions are very, very important to keep in check, especially during these times. And right now I'm not selling anything. I haven't sold anything. I just been buying, and do I wish I had more money? Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be making the purchases that I've been making, but that's how I have also grown my portfolio, which it has been by buying fractional shares every week. I've been doing that. So definitely. All right, let me see. I think we all need to see it now. Nice, nice. At one point, my VG, how are we going to see it? We're not going to be able to see it. Unless the only way, I guess, is if yeah. No, I don't want to give an idea. It's up to Tim. It's up to Tim. At one point, my VG energy LNG position was up 117%. Nice, M. My average cost is like $7.30. The war will likely keep it running. Nice. Rambo, more people die in cars every day. Oh, yeah, that is true. The I know what you mean by this. Like the accident rate is pretty high, much higher, right? Than, or the percentage is much higher in car accidents than even in plane accidents. Pretty much. But yeah, I know what you mean by that. All right, let me just drink my water a little bit. I like volatility, but when it comes to NFTs and metaverse, that came and gone. I still don't know if I like Bitcoin. I may just wait for SpaceX. Nice, X. And we're gonna take a look. I'm gonna be here taking a look at SpaceX. To be honest with you, I'm gonna follow it too. Would I invest right away? Probably not. I think a $2 trillion valuation, it's just too much, man. I just think that's too that's too much, though. That's just too much. $2 trillion, IPO. Come on, he can't be serious. But that's just, you never know, right? Let me see. Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of alerts from X. Did a couple posts. When I was in my 20s, I had a good life, but didn't plan for the future. When I hit my 30s, things changed. Nice. I think it happens to a lot of people. I think it happens to a lot of people, Tim. Unless you have some guidance, from somebody that you uh how can I say this? Like maybe that is your idol, or maybe somebody that you like to follow, especially when you're in your 20s. I think that's what is very important, like what I'm trying to do myself as a father, to my son especially, but to my daughters too. And I tell them, even though they don't want to hear it, they don't want to hear, oh, oh, my dad is telling me again, to invest in the S&P. Oh, my dad is telling me again just to put some money into, like, when I grow up, maybe put some money into Bitcoin, or something like that. Like, um, but I tell them, as soon as you guys hit 18, and I'm gonna tell you what to open. I'm gonna open it with you. I'm gonna be opening with you, and you're gonna go straight into VOO. That's what I told them. Already they're gonna be going straight into VOO. Start building up a nice foundation. And none of this is financial advice, guys. Because I don't want YouTube to shut down my channel. you know. But straight into VOO. Then after that, I'll give them some other ETFs or something. Most likely something like VGT, something like that. Tech sector, which is what right now I haven't bought anything in the Roth IRA, and I just made another deposit, which I'm saving it there. I think I'm gonna put it into VGT. I don't know if I'm gonna wait until they do the share split, which is gonna be 8-for-1. That's gonna be great. Any VGT shareholders right there, let me know there in the chat if you guys are excited about it, because I'm excited for you. 8 shares for one of VGT. What? That's gonna be crazy. But yeah, they're gonna go straight into VOO, and then from there we'll go from and then we'll go from there. If I give them something like SCHD, most likely, because one thing that I want them to do, and I don't know, you guys tell me your opinion. I would like for them not to have to work until they are like 60 something. I would like for them to have a very nice portfolio where they have some dividends paying for their stuff. Maybe in their late 30s or something like that, where they can enjoy life a little bit more, or even mid 30s or something like that. Like, just be as bullish as possible into something like SCHD or something like that. But yeah, what's going on, Thrill? How are you, man? What's up, JM fam? Nice. Yeah, Thrill. I gotta go to Perth Envoy pretty soon. I gotta go to Perth Envoy. And I think, what was it that you mentioned to me the last time? Something in Newark or something like that. The park. But I gotta go to Perth Envoy pretty soon. I already worked a lot of extra hours, man. I worked a lot, man. That's why I wasn't able to post anything. But I'm gonna be playing around with YouTube Shorts, though. That I'm gonna do. Good evening, Thrill. What's going on, Isra? Everybody's showing up right now. And guys, anybody that just joined the live stream, don't forget to hit the like button. Very, very important. That's all I asked for. The 26 likes. Nice, guys. Very, very nice. There's 28 of you guys there. So there's 2 people that haven't hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. And I know that some of you guys also watch me on TVs. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I won my court case for $52K from a hit and run. Wow. The guy or the person destroyed my Toyota Yaris, high school graduation car, my first car. Oh, man. Seatbelts save lives, man. What I'm glad, though, is that you are safe and that you are good, that everything is okay. I think that's what is most important, So that, you won your court case. Now you could, buy yourself a car, unless you did that already. But you could buy yourself another nice Toyota. Toyotas are good. But man, I'm glad you're fine and you're safe. I think that's what is most important. The car, right now, with this, with the 52K, you could buy a car, any car you want, pretty much. Just don't go into, and this is just me telling you, don't go into anything crazy, or like get into $100,000 car. Hopefully not. I think you sound like you're very smart, so I don't think you will do that. But yeah, that's good. That's good right there, and good that you're safe. Hey, Thrill, the VOO split or announce a split. I tried to look it up. Got a bunch of dead ends. No, I haven't seen that. I only saw, Tim, that some other ETFs are going to split, but not VOO. They have not announced VOO just yet. Unless, no, I haven't seen anything. I saw VUG, VGT, a whole bunch of other ETFs, but nothing on VOO though. Nothing on VOO. On the list that I showed up in here, no VOO. But you never know. It might split, later on in the year or maybe next year. You just never know. I would just, that's why I told, who did I tell? I told my brother-in-law, start buying VOO. And he was on the pullback like 2 weeks ago. I think I spoke with him. Buy VOO, man, just as soon as possible, and guys, don't take this as financial advice, right? I can't tell you guys what to, but I did tell him, no, buy VOO, man. You gotta do that. He's on a pullback right now. I even told him that he's on a pullback right now. Like, you gotta take advantage. We're gonna take a look at stocks because it's 8:06 already. I want to see what opportunities we have out there in the stock market in the overnight hours. Let me see. 5 Vanguard ETFs are splitting. I can't remember them, but VOO will have stood out. So I don't think so. No, it was not. I could look it up. I could look it up once again if you guys want. Oh, what's going on, Alex? I was actually talking about you in a good way, though, Alex. In a good way, okay? But yeah, Alex, I was talking about the SCHD spreadsheet, which we're going to take a look in a minute. So if you don't mind hanging out for a few minutes, we're going to take a look back and see anybody that just joined the live stream. Gotta give me the update of SCHD shares. Gotta give me the update. So unless you guys want to start putting them there, and then I'll just come back to them in a few minutes. But you can start just putting your update. And I know, Alex, you have been doing very good, man. You're actually keeping me motivated. To be honest with you, you're one of the people that have been keeping me motivated too, to build up my SCHD, which I haven't shown you guys the purchases that I made this past weekend. Let me think. You're thinking of VOOG. Yeah. Probably. I think that was one on the list. I just shared that screenshot of the splits and VOO wasn't on there. Yeah, that was in one of the previous streams. I shared the whole list of which ones we're gonna split. Yeah, it was like a couple of one. Sorry, I'm confusing it. There was a small list of Vanguard ETFs that we're gonna split, and then I also shared one long list of the cut in expense ratios from Vanguard. But I'll look it up. I'll look it up once again. Actually, you know what? Let me just look it up. I think it's gonna pop up right away. Vanguard ETF split. It should come up. Let me see. I think is. Let me see. I think it's here. I think it's this one. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me zoom it in a little bit more so you guys can see it right here. But if you see right here, VUG is going to do a 6-for-1 split. So for every one share that you have, they'll give you 6, pretty much. So that's going to be nice. Then MGK, Vanguard Mega Cap Growth ETF. I know this is a popular one too. I don't know if any of you guys hold that one. I'm sure probably some of you guys do. But MGK is going to be a 5-for-1 split. Then you got VOOG, which is what Eduardo just mentioned, the S&P Growth ETF. That will be also a 6-for-1 split. Then Mid Cap ETF VO, 4-for-1, and then VGT is going to be a 8-for-1. So that one is going to be great, man. That VGT right there. I got to build up a VGT position pretty soon in my Roth IRA because I did say I was going to do that. And I spent the money on SCHG pretty much. So I'm going to be making some deposits in the Roth and adding VGT into my Roth. I want some of those nice tax-free gains from VGT. Yeah, or maybe, you know what, something that maybe I should do? Maybe I should open up like a Robinhood account or something, like a new one, and just put only into VGT. But like that, we can take a look at the at the after hours markets. You know, maybe just open a brokerage in Robinhood or something like that, and just open up a VGT position there and just buy fractionals every week. A little bit. All right, let me see what else. Didn't Vanguard announce another bunch of ETFs? No, not that I know of. Now VO is not splitting. The one splitting is VO. Yep, from Alex. Yeah, VO right here. I think Vanguard needs to split it. A buy in. Yeah, they'll probably do. Not sure, Tim. I think at this point anymore, ETFs is just silly. Interesting comment there, X. SPY needs a split. Yeah, that one too. VUG, yes. Never mind. Forgot about SPYM. Yeah, SPYM has a small share price. I think it's like in the around $70. MGK, VOOG, VOVGT. Yep, that's the list. You know, it's right here too. Thank you, Anders. You put it on there before I even looked it up. Alex, let's go. VGT is splitting. Yep. Alex again. I have 162. Oh, I gotta go back into the SCHD. Hold on. I'm gonna go back, Isra. I'm gonna go back. Let me see. Anders put all the information right here, so you guys can see it right here. In the chat, you guys can pause it. Anybody watching the replay, you guys can pause it and just see right here from Anders. I should take a screenshot and post it too on X. You know, from Anders right here. But yeah, this is the split right here. If you guys, you know, want to take a look at this, let me see. Nice to see you back at it, Jay. Thank you, Brainchild, for you know, for joining and for the support, man. I started to watch reruns. Okay, all right, nice. Thank you. I haven't really posted anything. Like, I've only done some YouTube shorts, which I'm gonna try to do a little bit more. I did order a I did order a phone holder because when I recorded what I recorded the other day for YouTube Shorts while I was driving, that one, the one that I had, it kind of like, you know, didn't work out very well, the holder. But I do want to do one, so, you know, so I can make a couple of those videos, you know. So I've seen a couple other content creators do it, so they can just press the record button and just talk, you know, what they're driving, you know, but drive safe. So I kind of want to do something like that, you know. I think that's pretty cool. But sometimes I'm like, while I'm driving, I'm thinking of stuff, you know, that I want to talk about, and then when I get to the live stream, I don't remember it anymore. So I don't know. I think it's something that is going to be pretty cool just to record it, you know. Then you know, once I get to a safe spot, I can stop it and then just go ahead and later on do some editing and stuff. Hey, Brainchild. Yep, good listening in today. Gotta get my workout, so I gotta bail. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, Brendan. And thank you for stopping by. Good to see you, Brainchild. You guys too, Tim. Yep. Let me see. You don't need a position to use Robinhood. You don't need a position to use Robinhood, just an account. Okay. All right. And it's so red. Yeah, I think we gotta take a look at that. Yeah, so let's take a look at this, and then we're gonna go back into the SCHD you know, shares. ISRA. I'm gonna start with ISRA. But which other companies? Let me see. Let me open it up real quick. In the after hours, let's just take a look. I want to take a look at Meta real quick. And then I'm going to take a look at Amazon and at Google. Those are two that I want to look at right now. But if you see in the overnight, Meta is already at $620, down 1.5%. So, I still like it. Anywhere under 640, I like it. I even bought a 650, so I'm even okay on adding a 650. But that's Meta right there. Let me take a look at Amazon. Amazon, I need, you know, I want to buy more, but look at this. He ran up in share price to $238. So right now it's down 1.3%. So it's going to be erasing almost all the gains that he had on the last day on Friday, pretty much. So 235. And then let me see Google right here. Google is at 313. I need more of a pullback on Google, man. I really want to buy more Google. I don't know if I'm just being too picky, I don't know. Do you think I'm being too conservative and not DCAing into it, in the high 200s? I was waiting for it to go down to like 260 though. I think 260 was a good spot to buy some more Google. But right now in the 300s, the PE ratio is at what? Hold on, let me take a look. The PE ratio is still at a 29, forward PE 26. I gotta take a look at the 5-year average for Google in PE and forward PE. It's still probably under, to be honest with you. But since I bought last time, like at a 18, 19 forward PE, before, and even the PE ratio was like at a 19 or 20. So since I bought there, I'm kind of like being a little bit more or too conservative, I would say, with Google. Maybe I should have DCA'd in the 290s, 280s, you know. But this is one I might regret not adding. But I'm still working in building up the position right now, a cash position. Let me see. Other than Google, let me take a look at Visa real quick. I think this is another solid one right here. Still down in the low 300s. It's at 303 right now. I bought a little bit more. Do I wish I had more money? Yes. I might stop buying Meta, with the small deposit that I make. I might stop buying Meta and putting more into Visa, to be honest. Because when we take a look also at MasterCard, it's also it's down only almost 1%. It's also a 495. Yeah, it's down 10.5% in the last 6 months. I think this one is a bit oversold too, to be honest with you. This one is such a great company. Also, same thing with American Express. AXP, right? That's American Express right here. It's at 309. It's down 1.3%. Wow. In the year to date, it's down 15.2%. Last year, it's still up 26%. But it was under $300. Wow, in March. I didn't even take a look at this, I think. But I think that one was a good or did we take a look at it in one of the previous live streams? I think we did, but look at this. Oh my gosh, this is looking very attractive, American Express. Just remember that high income earners use American Express, and I know this for a fact. Like, American Express is not a company that just anybody can use. You got to have a certain credit limit. And even for some of the cards, you got to have a certain income, a certain yearly income that you got to make to be able to have some of those cards. So I think this is a solid one, being oversold over whatever news. I think this is also another one, just like Microsoft, that investors are gonna regret selling. I think, that's just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. Not financial advice, but yeah, I think this one. I don't know. Let me know there in the chat if any of you guys are looking into this one, into American Express. Let me take a look at Vici, which I've been adding a little bit here and there. And I think Lawrence has also been buying. So it's at $28. It's still in my buying range. I like it under 29. I'll be even okay under $30, but under $29 right now, I like it. So I've been buying a little bit. Has had a pullback. Let me see. Yeah, and the year to date is flat. In the last 6 months, it's down 9.2%. So yeah, let me see. In the last month, it's down 4%. So yeah, Vici Properties right there. Another one is Main Street Capital. I've been buying little by little. I already turned on the drip, Tim. So I'm gonna be, it's gonna drip. What is it? Today is the 12th. So we should be getting a dividend this week from Main Street Capital and Realty Income, and both are gonna drip, Tim. So I'm pretty excited about that. Pick up a little bit more Main Street Capital and Realty Income this week. That's gonna be great. But right here in the last month, it's down 6.5%. Main Street Capital. This is what I'm buying right here. The pullback. I know my cost per share is much lower, but I just can't anchor to the share price anymore. Other than Main Street Capital, let me see. Procter and Gamble. This is another one that has been on a pullback. It's at 144 in the overnight. So in the last, what is it? Last month is down 7%. So year to date is almost flat, up 1%. In the last year is down 11.2%. So yeah, you know. Let me see what other one have I been thinking. Let me take a look at SCHG and SCHD real quick. And then we're going to take a look at any other stocks. Ooh, SCHD is about to go down under $30 a share. That's where I like it even more. I like it a lot under $30. So it's down 1.3%. This might be an opportunity right here on SCHG. I have a little bit of money in my Roth IRA. Will I buy? Maybe. Let me know there in the chat if any of you guys are going to buy SCHG. Let me take a look at SCHD real quick. SCHD, it is going to be $30. Yeah, it's flat. Let me take a look at a company that I've been researching as of lately. And I don't know if any of you guys invest in it, but I have a few people on X that invest in it, and then also Daniel also invest in it. But it's SoFi. SoFi Technologies is one that I'm doing my research. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing, kind of liking the growth, and it's down 2%. So it's down back under $16 a share in the overnight. So this might be a nice opportunity soon too. I think this company has some good future if it continues to grow. They have been growing the revenue. And I think there was an award or something that they were given as of recently as one of the top banks as of right now. So, or growing bank. So it's looking really good. SoFi is looking really good. But yeah. What else? Let me see. I don't think I can think of any more, but let's take a look at the comments real quick, and then we're gonna take a look at the ISRA. It's the SCHD count. Let me see. VG up 12.5%. Is VG? Venture Global. Oh, wow. It's up 9%. Yeah, look at this. What company is this? Venture analysis. Closing of 1.75 billion secure credit facility. I don't know what company is this, but wow, it's up 9%. Let me see the year to date. Wow, the year to date is up to 90% though. And wow, that's a lot. What's up, KC? More ETFs than stocks. How many more ways can they come up with fees to charge? Oh, so you're talking about the ones that like the ones that are charging like the higher expense ratios and stuff. Yeah, they are coming out with a lot of ETFs. Not all are great. You just gotta take a look and see which ETFs are good for the future, you know, which ETFs are solid depending on the methodology or the way the ETF is gonna invest, you know, the strategy on the ETF. That's what I mean. So if you really like that and you like the expense ratio, I like the lower expense ratios ETFs. So that's what I invest in the most. And yeah, I think you know, not all ETFs that are coming out are good. You know what I mean? That's the point that I'm gonna try to get to. But there are some solid ones out there though, you know, with low expense ratios and things like that. But right now, I think, you know what I think it is, X, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but many people already don't need you know, a financial advisor anymore, because it's much easier now to just invest. You know, especially if the financial advisor is just going to put your money into an ETF, you know, or an index fund. Right now, you could just do it yourself real quick from the phone, you know, and it's much easier. So I think right now, financial advisors got to find ways of making money, right? They still got to somehow earn a paycheck. And maybe some of these ETFs that they're making with the high fees is just to do that, to support their life, you know, to get a paycheck pretty much, because, you know, what else are you going to need an advisor for, right? A financial advisor, when out there, you could go on YouTube, you could go on TikTok, and not every video is a good video, right? Or has good information, but there are some good videos out there, you know, with people that do explain everything very well, you know, especially with the ETFs, like for example, a VOO ETF, and you can then go ahead and just buy VOO, you know, and you don't need to pay anybody. You just pay the 0.03%, you know, expense ratio, which is very, very small, to Vanguard, and that's pretty much it, every year. So right now, with everything just being very simple, or everything being very simplified pretty much in investing, I think they just got to find ways to earn the paycheck pretty much. And I think that's why there's so many more ETFs with high expense ratios coming up. You just got to be careful and just look for the ones that you really like, and that you like the strategy. You like, depending on your time horizon. I can go on and on and on with this topic, but yeah, that's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. Um, Let me take a look at a couple comments, and then we're going to go into the SCHD spreadsheet. So if you guys did not put I'm going to go back to Isra's comment, but if you need to update your SCHD share count, just put it there in the comment section, in the chat. All right. I still think Jay needs to start a Robinhood account, but $2 of QQQI every week. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind. You know what I wouldn't mind, Tim? I wouldn't mind setting up something. I wouldn't mind making a Robinhood account, and I'll put a couple of those ETFs, and whichever one you guys vote the most, I'll buy between $10 and $20 a week. What do you think about something like that? I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I'll think about it a little bit more, but what do you think about an idea like that? Because I kind of want to open a Robinhood account because of the last time. You remember one of the streams that I did before, and I couldn't see the overnight prices, futures or anything like that. So, but in Robinhood, it usually works well. So that's what I kind of want to do that. You guys see that GTA 6 may cost $3 billion or more. Wow. I did see, supposedly, I don't know if it's true, but that, like, you need to work out and everything. Like, if you don't work out, like, it's going to be so real that if you don't work out, you can gain weight. If you work out, you can get into good shape, and things like that. I don't know if that's true, but let me know there in the chat if it is true or not. That's what I saw on social media. I thought that was pretty, that was pretty cool too. But it's gonna be very realistic, and I might buy it, man. I might have to buy it and make up some time to play it though. Nuts, yeah. The fact influencers have to state this isn't financial advice is ridiculous. Personal responsibility has gone out of the window. Yeah, I gotta say that, just so I don't get, just because I've seen other channels do it, and supposedly other channels have gotten in trouble for whatever, not saying it or whatever it is. I think it's more to it, because I don't really recommend like anything very high risky, but I do mention Bitcoin, which is high risk, and I invest in it. And that's pretty much the reason why. I think, something like VOO or SCHD, those are, much, I don't know, what can I say, but yeah. Yeah, I just gotta say it, I think. I'd rather be safe than sorry, right? I don't want to have to then create a new channel. Then how am I gonna, be able to get you guys back and stuff like that? Like if my channel gets deleted or something, and I have grown this channel with you guys, with your support for so long that, it will be a bummer. I still think you need to turn your drip on for Procter & Gamble, Vichy, and KO. You'll thank me later. Yeah. I agree with you on that, Tim. I agree with you on that. I probably will. Let me see. Vichy Properties right now, they just pay me the dividend, and I just made a purchase. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But yeah, SoFi, a roller coaster, J, down 6 figures in unrealized gains in my 401k on Eduardo. I don't know, I can't give you financial advice or nothing, but what I'm seeing is, if I do invest, let me just give you my opinion. If I do invest in SoFi, I gotta hold at least 5 years. I gotta hold it, and I think if it's just from what I'm seeing, because customers have, the numbers in customers have been growing. So that's a very good metric to follow on SoFi, because the more customers, the better, the more revenue they bring in and all that. So with the customers numbers growing, um, there has also been revenue growth. So if that continues to grow, I think it's going to be great for SoFi in 10, 15, 20 years from now. I think that's going to be one of those like and this is not similar, right? But look at Amazon, right? Sometimes we take a look at some of these solid companies, right? Like Amazon, Google, any of them, right? And you're like, okay, let me take a look at the last year. Yeah, this is a very good company, blah, blah, blah. Don't invest in some of those that are much lower share price or that are just starting their startups, things like that. But if you open up the all, just remember, look at where Amazon was at, in the early 2000s. It wasn't even growing that much. It was like in the single dollars in share price, early 2000s. And then in like 2012, 2013, 14, it started growing, right? So if you held for more than 10 years, you started seeing some very nice rewards in Amazon. Then if you held it for 20 years, look at where you'll be at right now. 20, 25 years. You'll be all-time highs pretty much and growing 195%. Look at this in the all. This is since the 1990s. But let's just say you started in the early 2000s. I'm not saying that SoFi is going to be, because I cannot predict the future, right? Anything can happen along the way. But from what I'm seeing, SoFi definitely has potential if management continues. They have been investing in also they have shows. They have a don't they have like a stadium and stuff like that? So I don't know. I just see SoFi as having very, very good potential for the future. But I think it's gonna be one that you gotta hold, long term. I just think so. From the research that I have been doing on it. So I don't know. Yeah. All right, I gotta do the SCHD update real quick. Let me see. I love PG under 140. Yeah. I do too. No one needs an advisor to buy VOO. Advisors are kind of cooked. Yeah, but the thing is, and that not everybody has the knowledge that we have. And for example, I'm gonna put myself a couple years ago. Until I started watching some of the guys that I watch right now. In on YouTube, where I started learning some of the things, about ETFs like VOO and things like that. I didn't know any of that. So there's a lot of people that don't know, and they might go ahead and be like, okay, let me pay a financial advisor just because, I don't know what I'm doing, even though it's something so easy. I think it's just, if we continue to expand the knowledge to everyone, like I'm trying to expand it to my kids, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-laws. I also told them, that what they need to do pretty much. So just I think spreading the knowledge around, the good knowledge though, around, I think that helps out a lot in there. And I'm with you on that. All right, now if they would just make tax planning for retirement just as easy. That is true. I agree with you, Anders. Yep. Open a Robinhood account and use the membership money to fund it. That's a good idea, Eduardo. That's a good idea. I don't know. I have to look into it a little bit more. Right now, Eduardo, what I'm doing, I'm trying to get a little bit better on YouTube Shorts, because also YouTube Shorts, the viewership has grown. So that might also be good too. My first few are not going to be as great. The first 3 or 4 that I just posted were not as great, but I'm just playing around with it. I'm going to be playing around with it. All right, let me see. I love to see a spreadsheet about your cover call fund. The community can vote, and I will provide the math behind the purchase. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. Maybe I could do something like that. I'm sure I can spare 10, 15 bucks every week and put it into something like that you guys vote, and you got, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to put my money in there, something that gives me some yield. That would be nice too. Even Professor G got in trouble not stating it is not investment advice. Yeah, you see, that's why I mention it. That's why I always mention it. And there's, yep, you see, I know I've seen some of that, before. Oh, Dímelo, Danny, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Red tomorrow, more buying opportunities. We were taking a look at that. So, yep, looking at it. Definitely want to see what opportunities we get. So SoFi, and I know you are a SoFi shareholder, under $16. So, my average on SoFi is $9. I believe in it long term, but man, I was so happy when it was 30 plus. Now, man, yeah, it happens. It happens, Eduardo. It happened with Amazon. It happened with Google. It happened with Nvidia. Nvidia just started growing a couple of years ago. You know, it happened with like many of those companies. But I think what is important, not financial advice, is holding long term. I think holding long term is just very, very important. Eduardo, I'm about to start a position in SoFi. Can't go back to $9, but their messaging is not good. I believe in Noto, but what are they doing right now? I agree. When all this is done, SoFi will probably go back to $30. They just launched business banking. I will hold for a while. 1,100 shares. Let's go. Daniel, let's go. Wow. Wow, $9 average is crazy. Yep. Yeah, that's good. All right. Oh, Alex. Okay, Alex, you put your SCHD shares. Let me just go back to that. Real quick. Let me just go back to Isra. Where are you, Isra? Where are you? I have 162 shares of SCHD, and let me know there in the comment section, in the chat. Right after you guys hit the like. You guys gotta hit the like button. That's all I ask for. Hit the like button and let me know there in the chat, how many SCHD shares do you have? So I can update the spreadsheet. Oh man, I definitely needed the water. All right. Let me just go ahead. Sit back down. I'm getting a little bit hot, to be honest with you. I think I gotta take off my my flannel. I love this one. And you guys know where I bought this one? I bought it at Costco. Man, and I wish I would have bought a couple more, man. But I love them, man. I love these. It was only like $11 or $12, somewhere around there. Oh my gosh, such a great buy, honestly. Yeah, I think it was like 12, maybe $15, somewhere around there. But let's go back. Isra, let's go, Isra, right here. So you are at 162 shares. Let's go, man. From 128 to 162, your projected June dividend payment should be around $42 if it pays either the same or as close to what they paid in June last year. I already put the dividend right here. It's in the column in green. It's highlighted in green, so you guys can see it. But pretty excited about that. SCHD at 205 from Brainchild. Let's go, Brainchild. When did you... What? Man, I didn't even know that you broke the $200, 200 share though. Man, congrats, bro. Like, seriously. That's awesome. $53. Let's go in June dividend. But man, nice. Brainchild. Over 200 shares already. 82% of progress to the goal. Let me see what else. If I'm missing any of you guys, let me know there in the chat. If I miss any of you guys, I only see Alex right now. That is the last one that posted how many shares of SCHD. But if there's any of you guys, remember, I can update it. There's many of you guys right here. Or if you're watching the replay, don't forget, to let me know the SCHD shares. But Alex at 67. Let me see. Wow, Alex. I'm telling you guys, Alex definitely keeping me motivated on this. Look at this. From 9 shares in January to 67 already. And the goal is 100. You're about to hit the goal before summer hits. You're about to hit the goal. If you keep going this way, and Alex, yeah, you're going to hit the goal of 100 shares pretty soon. Yeah, like maybe what? Like June? July, no, June or May, somewhere around there. No, maybe June. I think maybe June you'll hit the goal of 100 shares, man. Great job right there, Alex. Great job. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me see. Good point, Jay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let me see. This thing pumps on amazing numbers and will end up negative at the end of the day. I've been in it for a few years. If they will let me sell options, the premiums are juicy but still full. It's not good. Financial advisors only function to serve the parent company. If an advisor told me when I was 18 that uh, dividends grow every year, my path will be much different today. Yeah, yeah, a lot of things like that, man. That's why, you know, two things. So one of the reasons why I made this YouTube channel, it was like to share my journey. Also, it will keep me motivated, sharing the journey, and it will keep me uh focused, and like I must continue growing my portfolio, you know. Um, but I also would like for my kids to hopefully later on see and be like, wow, dad, you grew your portfolio from like 7K where you started the channel to now whatever many, right now it's at 30 something thousand, right? But hopefully in a couple of years, maybe I hit the six digit, so that's gonna be great, hopefully for them to see and for them to see and hear whatever it is that I say, that I give them. But definitely having the YouTube channel helps me out a lot to stay consistent. Yeah, to stay consistent, investing every week. And hopefully, I am their financial advisor. I'm gonna tell them where to put it, and hopefully, they do follow that. But yeah, that's definitely awesome. All the things they teach in high school, they just couldn't set us up for success. It should be mandatory to set up a brokerage account freshman year, $5 a week into VTI or something. That's not a bad idea, X. That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. You know, I like that. I like that idea. I am lucky in that my company gives us free access to advisors that do not have anything to sell. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm lucky to have escaped the system and succeeding. Nice, nice. Well, I am just a few years away, but so far looking at if possible to not pay taxes when I retire, or at least just minimum the first few years. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me see. Thanks, man. I've been investing consistently into multiple stocks. I gotta get going though. We have a type one coming our way. What is that? And gotta prep the house. Oh, it sounds like it's not. I gotta take a look and see what that is though. A typhoon? I'm in Guam. Oh, man. Be safe. Be safe from X also and from Boogie. What is that though? Let me take a quick look in Google. I'm sorry for my ignorance on this one though. I just want to make sure that I know. Is this like a hurricane or something like that? I'm guessing. Oh yeah, I do see it right here. Typhoon in Guam. Hold on. I think is this one right here. So I'm hoping stay safe, Alex, for sure. You and the family, for sure. So hopefully, everything is well, and nothing happens, man. You know. It looks like it's like a hurricane, right? Yeah, like something like that. So wow. Yeah, category 4 though. Or number 4. Yeah, the winds are pretty crazy, so yeah. And well, Alex, definitely be safe. Hopefully, you and the family, everything goes okay. Nobody gets hurt or nothing. Stay safe out there for sure. Uh, but yeah, and hope to I wanna continue to see you building your SCHD, um, you know, uh, position. Be safe, Alex. Yep, yeah. Alex right here. Look up. Yeah, Sinlaku. Yeah, that's this one right here. Thank you, Alex. And stay safe, man. It's considered super typhoon now. Yeah, man. Hoping everybody, nothing happens to anyone. Everyone stays safe, and everyone be safe after it happens and after it passes through. And yeah. All right, Alex. Have a safe one, man. Hope, definitely, I don't even know what to say, but yeah. All right. Let me keep going and stay safe, Alex. I'm paying a lot in taxes, but reducing as time goes on. Okay, good, nice, nice. Good luck. Okay. Wow. I caught up to the comments right here in the chat. Let me see. There's 23 of you guys. Ooh, 32 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. Let me show you right now, real quick. Let me show you the purchases that I made this week real quick. They were all small purchases, of course, except SCHD. I think that one, SCHD, I thought it was good. But yeah, let me just go right here real quick. Hold on. Did I do? Oh, yeah. All right, so let me just show you right here, guys, real quick. But you can see that Visa, I bought $30 for the weekly challenge. It won the weekly challenge for this month. So I bought $30 at a share price of $302.04. And I actually like that Visa won because, I'm going to be able to make like between $25 and $30 purchases. So I picked up another 0.09 shares on this. So $302. And this was on Monday, though. This one was on Monday. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Visa. Then, even though SCHD didn't win and Tim, this is so you're aware too. Even though SCHD didn't win the challenge, I deposited a little bit more and bought another share of SCHD at a share price of $30.55. One full share that I just bought. So I'm pretty excited about that. I still have to buy, Tim. I gotta stay on track. You say it's 2.25 shares every week, and I just gotta keep at it. Then I received a dividend on April 9th, which it was what, Thursday? I think it was April 9th. So I received a dividend. I received over $28 in Vici Properties dividend. So what I did, I bought one full share of Vici Properties at a share price of $27.98. And I really like this purchase right here, boosting my dividend income in Vici Properties. So this was on Thursday. Then on Friday, I made my deposit. So I put $25 into Meta. I deposited around $130, which is $30 more than what I usually deposit. I usually deposit $100. So $25, share price was at $625.20. So I picked up another 0.03 shares. So I'm still building up my Meta position. I still like it at current levels. I still think it's a good buying opportunity, especially for my portfolio. So adding a little bit more. Then I just put $10 into Vici Properties at a share price of $28.04. I picked up another 0.35 shares. Then I put $15 into Main Street Capital. I'm trying to boost my dividend income between these two, Main Street and Vici Properties. I picked up another 0.28 shares at a share price of $53.22. And I think I might stop buying Meta as of this week. I like the position where I'm at, to be honest, even though I still like the valuation on it. And I still think that there's a good future ahead for the company. I cannot predict it, right? But I still believe in it. But I kind of want to grow my dividend income with these two companies, with Vici Properties and Main Street Capital. So I picked up another 0.28 shares. Then what did I do? SCHD didn't win the weekly challenge. So I bought another 2 shares of SCHD. I bought them on Friday. That's why I deposited some more. I deposited $130 so I could buy the 2 shares. Because then now whatever I have in cash in the dividend portfolio, I'm going to be putting it toward Visa tomorrow, pretty much. I think I have around 20-something dollars. I'm going to show you in a minute when I show you my portfolio. But another 2 shares of SCHD at a share price of $30.59. So I spent another $61 in it. So I gotta stay with the 2.25 shares of SCHD. So I'm gonna continue to keep the purchase of 2 shares every week, even though it didn't win the weekly challenge. So I can stay on track with that. And then once I get my credit card points next month, it's gonna go right into SCHD, which I also just used the credit card for the trip. So I should be having some nice points on there. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue to stay bullish on SCHD. And I think that was it. Yeah, that I don't have anything else, any other purchases. But let me know there in the chat, what else did you guys buy this week, this past week? And this was from this last Friday, this past week that just happened. I just made the purchases on this. Let me just open up my full portfolio so I can show you what are my best, or all of my positions and my best performers also. But let me just check in the chat real quick. The only advisor you need is a tax advisor. That's what I think I'm gonna need starting this year, Thrill, honestly. Because yeah, yeah. Believe me, I'm doing my homework on how much to have in on tax income. Yeah, that is something I'm gonna listen to you on that one, Thrill. That's a very good advice, because that's what I think I'm gonna need pretty soon, in here, for myself, personally. I will thank you guys. Talk to you guys later. All right, Alex, stay safe, man. Ryan should be showing up any minute. Yep, probably. Yeah, depending, you know. Let's see. Jay, what you buying this week? Yeah, so I just show you guys, Danny. I probably, started showing you guys when you right before you posted that. From Alex. Nice, Alex. And I will remind them to update his SCHD position. Yep. Jay, keeping up with my math. I love it. Yeah, yeah. Gotta stay on track, Tim. Gotta stay on track. Gotta stay on track. Especially I really wanna hit. I really wanna hit the 500 shares this year. I'm really focused on it. And I think I should have put a larger or a bigger goal so I can be even more motivated. But I definitely want to hit the 500 shares. I really do. Trying to stay as focused as possible on it. Keep this up, Tim, and we will be a channel full of maths. Nice, yeah. I love it. OMG, yep. Yeah, I can serve several channels or cults. I know you guys were talking about that. X, so many stocks. SpaceX will more than likely be a top holding in VTI, right? May just throw 5K in there. So I don't know. That's a very good question. I don't know if it's gonna be added like right away, X, but you never know in the future, what could happen with SpaceX. I just think $2 trillion valuation is a little bit too crazy, but let's see. I don't, there's gonna be a lot of private investors too already investing in SpaceX. So I don't know. Just remember, I'm cheap. $200 in my Danny ETF combined SMH and VGT. Let's go, Danny. Let's go. Both are great ETFs. SMH, for any of you guys that don't know, is the semiconductor sector. So stocks like Nvidia and AMD, I think is in there, right? Some of those stocks. And then VGT is all tech. I really like VGT, so that's nice. Hello, Jay. I bought some Vici, SCHD, and SCHG this past Friday. Let's go. Great buys. Nice, man. Nice unboxing names. Man, I like all of those. Well, I do hold them, so I like all of those, especially SCHG, man. I was definitely happy that I loaded up a little bit more in my Roth IRA. Even though I'm not done building my position, I do want to build a VGT position, but I do want to also buy more SCHG. So let me see. But I like it right now. I really like it a lot. All right, let me see. Can you show your portfolio just so I can update your rate to achieve your? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Then let me show the portfolio, which is this one right here. I updated it already. I'm back. But By tomorrow, I'm gonna be down once again, most likely. But $37,700 right now in total value. Yeah, $37,700 in total value of the portfolio. I got $4,800 in gains right now, unrealized gains, which equals 14.8% of my portfolio. So I'm pretty excited about that it went back up. But tomorrow it's gonna go back down. So I'm gonna lose some of these gains because the stock market futures is bright red. All three indices are over 1% down, on a pullback. So that's gonna bring a lot of these stocks down. But you can see SCHD, I'm at 405.5 shares. So I also posted a screenshot on X. So any of you guys that follow me on X, definitely saw the screenshot ahead of time because I did post it over there. And any of you that are not following me on X that do have an X account, after you hit the like button on this video or on this stream, don't forget to go follow me on X. But yeah, 13% in unrealized gains, which I don't really look at this. I don't invest in SCHD for the share price appreciation. So that's something that also I've gotten comments, before that SCHD, doesn't perform well. Well, what I like is the dividend growth. That's what I like about SCHD, and I keep on mentioning it all the time. I invest in SCHD for the dividend growth. In 20, 25 years from now, I think I'm going to be enjoying of a nice SCHD position with some nice dividends, But 405.5 shares. I got $10,900 invested in SCHD, almost 11K invested in SCHD. So pretty excited about that. Meta, I am down 1%, only 1% in the position, so I'm good. I did lower my cost per share with a few fractional share purchases. I went from like 640, 639 to now 637 in cost per share in my Meta position. So I got 4.39 shares, almost 4.4. I got $2,800. This is in single stocks, this is the one that I have invested the most money in it, pretty much. This is like my largest single stock position in money invested in it. All right. Google, I'm at 8.2 shares. All of this is gains, pretty much. I got 92.0% in gains, and I want to build up my position even more. I only have $1,300 invested in Google. I got in cash $310, which is $28 in the dividend portfolio, which I'm going to put towards Visa tomorrow. Then I have $282 in the growth portfolio, which I want to put them on Google. I want to put all $282 on Google, but right now it's pretty pricey. It's at $317. Hoping for a pullback, and then maybe I'll DCA into it again. I wanted it in the 260s. And let me know there in the chat if you guys think I'm being too picky on it, or if you have been buying Google. Because I think I should have bought some, like at least a little bit in the 270s. I think I was being too picky, to be honest with you. But $282, I want to put all of it into Google. So I can go from $1,300 invested in Google to like $1,600. And I want to buy even more. I want more shares of Google. I'm at 8.2 shares. Then Amazon, another one of my strong convictions. I got 10.5 shares. I do have $2,100 invested in Amazon. I still don't think that's enough. I still need to buy more Amazon. It ran up in share price. I'm up 19% in my position, but I want to add even more. Johnson & Johnson, I'm up 53%. I got 10.4 shares. Realty Income, 35.7 shares. Another one that I just turned on the drip. I got $1,900 invested in it, and I want to buy even more. So right now, share price at 63, and my cost per share 55. So the drip is gonna, which Realty Income is paying this week. Realty Income is paying this week, so that means that it's gonna drip the dividend. All right, let me see. FXAIX, 8.5 shares. I'm up 29%, so I'm good in that one. That one, FXAIX, I think they paid their dividend, right? This week or something like that. Visa at 6.3 shares, 3.9% in the gain. in the green. I only have $1,800 invested in it, so I am buying right now for the weekly challenge. So that's gonna bring it up closer and closer to $2,000 invested in it. So I'm good. Then Procter & Gamble, 13 shares. I'm down 1.3%. So I definitely like it on under 140. I think Brainchild also likes it on the 140, right? But even right here in the low 140s, I think I'm okay. Vici Properties. I want to build up Vici Properties together with Lawrence even more. 66.8 shares, and I'm down 4.5%. So I'm hoping it stays around this share price by Friday so I can buy even more. Netflix announces earnings this week. I'm going to keep an eye on it. On Netflix, it's at $103. Do you guys think it's going to go up even more? Or there's going to be like a massive pullback? What do you guys think on Netflix? 24.1% in gains already. And this is something, if I had like a 100K portfolio and I had like a much larger investment in Netflix, I think I did pretty good in that one, you know, investing. I think I had great timing in that one by investing in the low 80s in Netflix. Then I bet I got 26 shares. I'm down 23.9%. So let's see where it goes. I got 1,400. That's where I want it to be, but wouldn't mind picking up another 4 shares. Then Main Street Capital is the other one that I want to build up. I need that monthly income boosted in my portfolio. 28.3% in gains. So I got $828 invested, and I need to build up that position much, much larger. I need it by the end of this year. I need it like double the size already, like between 40 and 50 shares I need of Main Street Capital, to be honest with you. Then Coca-Cola and Pfizer are my 2 smallest positions. I'm up 31% Coca-Cola and down 13% in Pfizer. So let's take a look. Jay, you don't think 2T is crazy? You know it is. Yeah. Eduardo from SpaceX. Your average is down to 2.1. Let's go. Maybe 2.11 shares per week now. Nice, Tim. I'm really working hard on it. I'm really working. I'm working really hard on pretty much like building up that SCHD position and getting to that goal. I'm really trying to focus on that. Musk wants a settlement on the moon before Mars. SpaceX is going to be crazy in 50 years. Yeah, I think SpaceX is going to be one of those that you will invest and just wait like 20-25 years, to be honest with you. So yeah. You're broke. Yeah, me and you both, Smile Dog. Me and you both, we're both broke. Would like to buy more Google. You gotta do better than that in trolling. Would like to buy more Google, man. 75 shares, but one more. Man, that's a very nice position. I would love to have 75 shares, Danny. But I definitely understand you on that. I got only 8.2 shares. I need a lot more Google. Honestly, it's one of the companies that I like a lot, and I definitely want to put all $300 into Google. But I'm gonna have a little bit more patience. I'm gonna see. I'm hoping. Just sometimes I'm thinking that I'm being a little bit too picky, Danny. You know, to be honest with you. And even when we take a look at the multiples right here, 26 forward PE compared to other tech stocks, right? Even though this one is in the communication sector, I think. You know, maybe it's just I wanted to wait. I wanted to start buying when it was like at a 21 forward PE, somewhere around there. But you know, maybe I should start adding. Maybe I should bring up the share price where I want to DCA it into to 280, to like the 280s. I think I'm gonna start doing that. You know, and I know the forward PE is not gonna be as low as where I want it to be. And anything can happen, right? You know, but I just think that Google is solid. It's a very solid company in Google, and I just really like it a lot. You know, I just really like it a lot. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm still thinking on what to say, but yeah. Nvidia is at a 22 forward PE. It was at a 21 forward PE. Any of you guys bought any Nvidia? Let me know there in the chat, you know, in the 170s, 160s. And I'm still keeping an eye on SoFi. I told you guys, Now tomorrow is gonna be in the $15 price range. So man, I don't know. It's looking pretty attractive. Forward PE on SoFi is at a 26. So, and it has a lot of growth in the future forecasted. A few years from now, we are looking back to these top tech companies and say, "I wish I bought more." Yeah, I know, Danny. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, 100%, I'm with you on that. Now we're gonna be looking at some of these, and we're gonna be like, "Man, Amazon was at $238. Man, Google was at 317," and we're gonna be like, "Man, we should have bought more, right?" But I can't predict the future, right? Or we cannot predict the future. So I don't know, how Google is going to grow. I don't think it's going to get disrupted anytime soon. YouTube is growing. Their cloud is growing. The cloud business. They're just so diversified. I really like Google a lot. Same thing with Amazon. They have so many sectors that they're investing in that I think Amazon is just $238 is just um we're gonna do that while you're just mentioning in a couple of years. We're gonna look at back and say, wow, we should have bought at 238. What were we thinking? I think that's what is gonna happen, honestly. And but I don't know. I don't want to go ahead and invest in it, and then we have another pullback. And I know that this is kind of sounding like timing the market, but yeah, I think we can have a better or more attractive entry point, once again to DCA into it. But let's see, especially with the uncertainty. There's just so much uncertainty in the stock market with the war and everything else that's why I'm kind of thinking like we might have some more opportunities in the near future with some of these, and especially with the capex, which is what investors are being afraid about, um, or nervous, not afraid, maybe nervous about with the capex spending on some of these companies. Even though I think in a couple of years the capex is gonna definitely help them, and the ROI is gonna be, I think it's gonna be good. The ROI on return on investment into that capex. So yeah. What do you think Google will be worth in whatever years? And does 3 to 5 either way on the price today matter? Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Like $300 to $500. Yeah, that is true. That is a very good point, M. I upped my Nvidia by 20% in the 175 to 177 price range. Nice, nice. That's nice buy. And I have been buying Nvidia too. Great price in my opinion. Yeah, nice, Danny. The market is just going to have to prove me wrong. These are great companies posting great numbers. Yeah, I am a buyer. Yeah. Do you own Melly, Jay? I bought a bit and lots of good things people saying about this company. So no, I haven't bought any Melly. If I do buy Melly, it's gonna be in the Roth IRA. And I spent the cash that I had, which I wanted to use it either on Melly or on VGT. Those were the two options that I had, but I spent it on SCHG. So now I want to build up my cash once again, but I do like Melly on the pullback, um, especially as of lately. Melly, Mercado Libre. If you see in the year to date, it's still down almost 12%. Last 3 months, last 6 months is down 22%. Last year is down 10%. Last 5 years is only up 12%. But I don't know. I really like this company a lot. P ratios at 45, forward PE at 34. The price target is a 53% upside from here, according to analysts' forecast, $2,700. And if we take a quick look at the financials, and this is something that I like about it, they have been growing their revenue in the past couple of quarters. Look at this, $8.7 billion, expanding in South and Central America also. So I really like this. They have been growing their revenue. You can see year over year, 44, 39, 33. 42%. So this is a company that it looks very, very solid. You know, very, very solid. Look at the operating income is also growing, 889 million. So yeah, this one looks very, very attractive. And I really like it a lot. Even the EPS is at $11 right now. Let me see, the free cash flow is at $4.7 billion. So yeah, I don't know, man. This one looks really good. This one looks really good. Your Roth IRA has a waiting line. VGT now, Melly. Yeah, so I'm like in between both. I really like both. I really like VGT a lot. And I can add it at any time. I think this is a good time for me to add Melly if I want to add it right now. But I still, yeah, it's just I spent the money on SCHG, man. You know, I spent the money on SCHG. And I was about to buy 1/4 share of VGT. And I just spent it all into SCHG pretty much. So yeah, that's what it is. Doesn't like 1/3 of the money in Central South America run through Meli? Yeah, I think so. I probably, you know, I haven't looked at that stat right there, but it probably does. But you can see like Mercado Libre is very strong, even though Amazon is also expanding down there, but Mercado Libre is already set, in South America, and they're still expanding. So looks very, very strong, man, as a company in Mercado Libre. Let me see. So very good points about all of you guys, especially M also, and Danny. Maybe I should start DCAing into it, into Google. I do want to grow the position even more. I think I was being a little bit too picky. I should have DCA'd into it in the 280s. Now I kind of regret it. I sold out of SCHG in my Roth and went 100% into VGT, and now a combination with SMH. Nice. Nice moves right there. Yeah, I like VGT too a lot, But right now I built up a nice position in SCHG, and I think I just want to hold it for now and build up something different in my Roth IRA, even though it's pretty simple in there. But yeah. Let me see. Microsoft was another one also. I was keeping an eye on Uber also. Any of you guys are Uber shareholders? I haven't really done my research. I was doing my research on SoFi as of lately, but I haven't done much more research on Uber. But I kind of like Uber as a company too. Walmart is pretty pricey. It's at a 43 forward PE, 46 PE ratio. When you look at SCHG, VGT, and SMH side by side, it's crazy the difference. Yeah. Yeah, if we take a look right here, let's take a look at the comparison tool right here in performance. I'm going to put total performance. Yeah, VGT looks, man, I really like VGT a lot. Let me see SMH. This is dividend growth. Let me see total percentage return in the last, wow, look at this, in the last 10 years. Oh, wow, SMH 1,600%. Wow. In total return. That's a lot. SCHG is 402% total return in the last 10 years. And then VGT, 651%. So, yeah. Wow. Look at this SMH. Wow. 1,600% in the last 10 years. Who here bought SMH 10 years ago? Any of you guys did? Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. Yeah, definitely wow. Danny. 1,600% in total return. Let me show you what some of the companies are in SMH real quick. So some of the holdings in here, as you can see, NVIDIA, TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, Broadcom, Intel. Intel has been running up in share price a lot as of lately. Lam Research, also another nice strong company. KLA Corporation, ASML. You guys know that this one is one of Joseph Carlson's favorites, so he has been performing very well AMD, another one, Advanced Micro Devices, very popular out there. Applied Materials, Micron Technology, another one, very popular out there. Texas Instrument, Qualcomm, yep. Marvel Technologies, Hypnosis, uh, Cadence Design. I don't know about that one. I haven't heard of that one. Let me see what else. ARM Holdings, On Semiconductor, Astera Labs. This is another one that I've seen a lot out there. Astera Labs, ALAB. But these are some of the companies. Most of it's in NVIDIA, as you can see right here, from the portfolio. So yeah, very strong company. You can see in the last 5 years, 241% in share price appreciation. And it pays a small dividend. That's why, it's better to look at total returns on it. But looks very, very solid. Look at this. Just in case you guys want to take a look at it again, maybe I should zoom it in, right? So you guys can see it a little bit more. So yeah, SMH 1,658% in the last 10 years. Wow. Let me expand it all. Since inception, which I don't know when it was, but I think SMH, yeah, it was like 2012. SMH IPO. So 2,887% if you bought SMH as soon as it started. And then look at this, 1,732% from VGT from when it started in the early 2000s, and SCHD 993%. But yeah, I gotta hurry up and build my VGT position. Let me see. Danny, I only hold VGT, but have been looking at SCHG because he has holdings that VGT doesn't, and it seems to equal out VUG. I'm also trying to be less team Vanguard. LOL. Okay, all right. Yeah, we can compare VG SCHG to we can add VUG right here. And let's take a look at the last. Okay, so the last 10 years total percentage return is VUG has been underperforming SCHG. You can see VUG 371% compared to 402% from SCHG in the last 10 years return. So that's a 30% difference. I think that's meaningful right there. So I like SCHG. And yeah, that's the other reason why I like SCHG, because it's not all tech. It has like other sectors that it invests in, and it continues to grow very well. So I like the diversification in SCHG. But I do like VGT a lot. So I'm planning on starting a position there. Danny, I wish. Yeah, and 10 years ago, I had a choice between SMH and PSI. I picked wrong, but it wasn't all bad. Okay, good. As long as, you still have some gains. Now with AI, the semis will explode, in my opinion. Yeah. I hear you, man. I'm not used to VGT not being the top performer in a comparison. That's bananas. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's why I like to play around with this, and compare ETFs right here in the stock analysis comparison tool. But yeah, any other ETFs that you guys want to compare? I see that only Danny and M have been putting comments in the chat. Let me know there in the chat if you guys are thinking about any other ETFs that you want to compare right here. But VUG has been underperforming SCHG. So that is the other reason why I like SCHG over VUG, to be honest. It's the same thing that also with VYM and SCHD. Last year when I moved on from VYM, I have both. And what I saw from VYM is that it has good share price appreciation, but that's not what I want. What I want is the dividend growth, which SCHG has been, or SCHD, hold on. CHD and VYM. And even in total returns, look at this. SCHD is beating VYM in the last 10 years by 19%. So 219% to 200%. But if you see the dividend growth, look at the meaningful difference. From 62% that VYM has grown their dividend to 169%. That's over 100% more dividend growth than VYM. And this is why I invest in SCHD. And I moved on from VYM. Because I use this tool and I'm like, nah, man, I gotta do something. That is a great tool. Yes. What are the futures looking like? Let's take a quick look to see what happened. But they were looking bright red. Let's see. Oh, actually, they're recovering. No, no, no. Yeah. Yeah, 0.77%. So yeah. So that's the S&P. The Dow is 0.75%. I don't know, man. Right now with times, you see like it's recovering actually. Nasdaq, Dow Jones recovering, S&P recovering also. So right now, I don't even think I trust futures like that because anything can happen, you know, and I don't know, it has been very unpredictable. Very red for a moment, then it just goes into green. Then you know, like, and this is within like the day or within the hours. It just starts happening that way. So I don't even know what's happening. Some green poking out in futures still gross. Guns and oil are the only real greens in my portfolio. Nice, nice. Well, that's good that you have some gains right there. Have you been thinking about taking some gains, Em? What do you think? Or let me know there in the chat. Because I know oil can be a little bit what's the word? Cyclical. So are you thinking on taking some gains or no? True, man. A market open, everything changes. Yeah, yeah, man. It has been like very unpredictable. It's just, you know, it's red, then it's green, then it's, you know, it's just crazy, man. It's just been crazy, especially, you know, when a post on X happens by our president. Oh my gosh, it's like, you know, those posts really, really drive the market. You know, those posts on X really drive the market. You know, and it's crazy. It's crazy how it can drive the market that much. You know, it can sell off quickly. It can, you know, people will get bullish right away. Well, I don't know. Just, you know, let me take a look at some of the companies that I want to buy. All right, so Amazon, yeah, still at 235, still down 1%. Let me take a look at Google. Uh, yeah, it's 1.22% Google. Hopefully there's more of a pullback. I think I'm gonna start buying, I think I'm gonna bring up my buying price range. After hours markets are only rumors and lies. About an hour into Monday will be informative. Yep. Have a great evening, guys. See you guys Wednesday. Have a great week and let's keep buying. Yep. All right, Danny. Yep. Nice, nice right there. See you, Danny. Yep. But yeah, let's see what we later, Danny. Let's see what happens tomorrow and let's see what we're gonna be buying tomorrow. From X. Nice, nice. I might do a live stream tomorrow though. I might do a live stream tomorrow. This one, 34 likes. Nice. Thank you guys. Thank you. But yeah, I think we're pretty much reaching the end of my live stream. It's 9:24 already. So I think I'm feeling a little bit tired right now. So yeah, I think we're gonna be ending the live stream already. I think I'm done with like any topics right now. I can show you a quick screenshot of my portfolio. This is a screenshot that I just took off my Fidelity account. You can see that I'm being very transparent. I got 405.5 shares, as you can see right here of SCHD. You see, I'm not making up numbers on a spreadsheet, putting, some crazy numbers. I'm showing you transparency. 405 and a half shares of SCHD, 4.3 shares of Meta, 10.4 shares of Johnson and Johnson. You can see it right here. I did wanted to show you guys this. How much I need to hit 1,000 SCHD. Tim, you can help with that one. Anders is at hold on. Let me pull up the SCHD spreadsheet real quick. Anders is at 984. 984 shares right now. So you need to reach 1,000 shares. You just need another 16 shares, right? So, yep, another 16 shares, Tim. I think it is. I vote for the live tomorrow. All right, good. I might do it. I'll most likely do it tomorrow. I need to start getting active again here on YouTube and start doing some more videos once again. Because I pretty much have a backlog right now. I need more time. I gotta do my income for the month of March. I haven't done that video yet. And it's already April. What is it? April 10? April 12 already. And I haven't done that video because I've been working so many hours. I did work a lot of hours, which is good. So I have to order a few things actually with that money and pay some things with that money. So I did work a lot of hours. I haven't done that. So I gotta start getting into the rhythm again. So I think I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow. I'm like 95% sure that I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow. So keep an eye for the link and turn on notifications. I think that's very important. I hope you guys have notifications on so I can then go ahead and once I post the link, I should be posting it like around 6:30 Eastern time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. You guys can join. About $520. Nice, Anders. That's not bad for you. That's you don't pay the mortgage anymore. So so that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Man, if I didn't have to pay the mortgage, I could be saving over $1,000 every month. So wow, I could buy so much SCHD every month if I didn't have to pay the mortgage. That would be awesome. I stepped out for a minute. Did I miss any math questions? Yeah. Anders is at 984 shares and wants to hit 1,000 shares. So Anders did some math right there. Put a $520 right there. I solved my own math problem. Yeah, man. No worries, Tim. But yeah. Oh man. Just crazy. But yeah, I think I might do the live stream tomorrow. I gotta get into it. Once again, I don't want to lose because I think I started a little bit awkward this stream. And I know I have done that before, but I do have to just get into the groove, on it. But yeah, guys. Yeah. This is the SCHD community spreadsheet, which I also got to do a video because I know some of the people in the spreadsheet right here, they don't watch the live stream, but they do watch the videos. So I have to do that another day. Yeah. JL, I haven't seen JL in a while. So hopefully JL is okay also. We talked about this. LOL. LOL. Oh my god, man, these guys. All right, I think let me see. I do my homework on Monday, so I'll be here, maybe listening in the background. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll most likely do a live stream tomorrow. 2.11 shares per week. Nice, Tim. Yeah, that's what I gotta do for SCHD. Let's go. But yeah. All right, everyone. I think this is gonna be it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. If you made it here to the end, and you're not subscribed, I don't know what to tell you, but just don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, have a good week investing. Let me know there in the chat tomorrow. What did you guys buy tomorrow on Monday? Or what are you guys looking at, to buying or any of the stocks? All right. Take care, guys. Like X mentioned right here. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. So, like I always say, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. 47 with homework is crazy. Talk to you guys next time. Yep. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.